And we now, in this eternal now, we remember who we truly are as magnificent spiritual beings of light. That truly our origins come from the highest of aeons, truly from the upper worlds, the right hand of the divine, as described in all ancient text. And it is here now that's coming from the highest source of the Adam Kadmon, the divine human, that presents its energy here. And this energy is flowing now, and you will receive it in the way it comes to you. For me, it is an explosion within my mouth, a cosmic tic-tac that tells me that the divine and holy and sacred is present. There are a number of holy divine beings, the Amishadai, the family of light, that are holding this sacred moment and sacred space. And so we simply remember to breathe the sacred, holy in-breath and out-breath. We remember the preciousness and the power of the breath. For indeed, we breathe the divine, we breathe the breath of Brahma. And in this cycle of cycles, we breathe in the harmonizing and the harmonics of the great in-breath of the divine. For there is a great calling back home. And in this sacred in-breath, we breathe its geometry, its colors, its harmonics. And the symbol that comes here now, in this eternal now, if you can see very clearly in your spiritual eye, the symbol of a pyramid, it would also be as the point coming down. So you will see clearly, it doesn't have to be three-dimensional at this point, see very clearly a triangle with the point down, and the color of this triangle is white. It is in fact the whitest white, a white that cannot be described in earthly terms. For this symbol comes from the highest of the aeons. It comes indeed from the Adam Kadmon, the frequency of the divine human. It has mission and purpose. And by its structure, it is very specific. And as you breathe each and every holy in-breath and out-breath, as you open up to the divine love that pours in now, as you open up your heart and indeed the higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, as you can begin to see the rays emanating from the heart center, not only of yourselves, but the myriad of beings who are here from all dimensions, from all realms, from all expressions of the divine. And the colors that come out is green and pink. And you see this green and pink ray forming in the area of the chest area of all the beings who are here on the many different frequencies of light, on the many different frequencies of individual and collective expressions, all unique, all beautiful, all wonderful, just as we are here in this moment. A kaleidoscope of amazing colors and geometries and harmonics being created right here in this moment. For it is truly in this ascended level, this ascended awareness, at the expansion of your consciousness, to readily move into the loving embrace, indeed the divine communion of heaven on earth. And all the concerns of the day and earthly matters now simply slip away. For there is an emerging energy coming in and to integrate and bring into a higher attunement, a familiarity of unconditional love, which anchors deep-seated peace, which anchors perfect balance. And so we realize that each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath is entrained with this higher frequency of this love that comes from the upper worlds, this love that comes from the higher family of light. And just for these few moments, we just revel in this divine grace that flows into us. And we experience it in our own and unique way, whichever way it comes. The moving of the crown chakra, or the palms of the hand, the soles of the feet, the hair, the skin, through the nervous system, through the expansiveness of the energetic field around you, that you simply blend in and relax into this loving embrace. A loving embrace indeed that is there to support, to nurture, to assist, to help, to buoy up. It is a regenesis, a re-enlightenment, a reopening into the higher awareness of the higher parts of ourselves that anchors this peace, that anchors this balance, no longer restricted by the gravitational pull of a material world, a world of Maya, distortion, a world of miscreations, a world indeed who has forgotten. But there is a call for the great guardians to come, to awaken and to be. The great guardians of the earth. For indeed, it is the autumn cosmos, the design purpose to bring to the earth a new creation, a new vision. And in that creation, in that vision, the caretakers, the stewards, and indeed the co-creation of many species upon the earth as a larger divine collective of a higher galactic vision and mission and purpose. There is this sense of familiarity, this awakening that takes place. A distant memory, but a memory nonetheless, trying to surface, trying to come into greater clarity into those who can receive it. Those who remember to be the guardians, the caretakers of the sacred earth. And yes, it is in this promise that has been manifested through the higher heart of compassion which each and every guardian holds. For it is the higher heart of compassion and unconditional love that has brought you here. For this place is different from where you have come and where you have been. And so in this difference, there is the challenge There is the dynamic of forgetfulness. And there is the earthly materializations of the day-to-day challenges. However, beloveds, you by no means are restricted to that. For you are here in this eternal now because you do remember. You do sense and you do know that you are so much more and connected to a divine plan of which you happily volunteer to come and assist because that is your nature. Your nature is love. Your nature is love. And in this great calling, it is the love that you hold that's going to bring you through the years and decades to come. It is the capacity of holding the light that you're able to do to show the way for those who have forgotten. It is you, beloveds, that are part of the grand design of the eternal Father, eternal Mother. It runs and courses through the crystals in your blood. It is anchored in the bone marrow, creating the DNA from the very atomic and subatomic levels of your beingness, transcended to a physical body beyond the multiple bodies that you hold. For you are a galactic being with a galactic story. And now we bring our attention back to the sacred symbol that comes from the upper worlds, indeed, the world of the original Eden tree, the original inception, the original creation of the Adam Kadmon. And we see clearly again this triangle. The point is down, and it is a white color that's beyond description as it emanates a light that is beyond description. And as we gaze into this symbol, the emanation of this radiant light, this illumination, engulfs us completely as we continue to breathe in and out the frequency of the green and pink ray, unconditional love, of source love, the highest love, the only love, the one love. And we simply allow ourselves to flow into this communion and great grace of the divine that moves in through us. And we see clearly again the symbol that has come to us. This symbol is now above our heads. It has come through the chakra systems of the higher systems of our highest self, from the highest aeon, from the Adam Kadmon, as it moves and travels in frequency, moving through the template of the ascended ones who hold the platform and space for this to happen. We recognize that this is special, that this is unique to us in this moment. And as we hold on to this energy, as we integrate it, as we breathe it in and breathe it out, this symbol of the white trinity, the white triangle, the white tetrahedron that emanates this white light of the divine sacred movement the movement and the piercing through of new worlds, new vistas, new horizons, a stirring in our own hearts dreaming of a higher dream, a time for a new level, a great leveling up. And in this leveling up individually and collectively, there is a wider and broader vision and purpose and mission, and indeed, the activation of dormancy, of great power that's been there and waiting and waiting and waiting. And with each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath of the right, radiant light, there is a divine triggering, a divine activation, moving through the physical, mental, emotional, and the subtle bodies. And as we breathe and call this symbol into our spiritual eye, even as we are in immense light, for this can only take place in the highest frequency. And so as the green and pink ray continues to move in the midst of this white illumination from the white triangle, coming from the ascended realms, coming from the Adam Kadmon, we clearly hold the vision in our spiritual eye of the white triangle with the point pointing down. And as we continue to do so, its radiance totally engulfs us. It moves beyond us. And we flow into pure consciousness, pure, sacred, and holy consciousness of this white light of illumination, this white light of remembrance, the white light of the guardian. And we simply allow ourselves to fall into this loving embrace. For this is an emanation of deep, unbounded love, deep, unbounded love, deep, unbounded love, a transcendent love, an eternal love, something more, something so much more. And we try and we move to bring the great memory, piercing through now the great illusions and delusions, piercing through limitation, piercing through parameters, piercing through the earthly matters, piercing through something much greater, some grander that we hold within our beingness. And we come together here now to bring that forward, to bring that clearly, once again, emanating in our consciousness, emanating in our awareness. For we know that this is a great time of time, cycles of cycles. We know in our bones, we know in every fiber of our being that we are here now for great and grand purpose. And it is now that we reach for the highest parts of ourselves to bring forth the guardianship, message, insight, and wisdom. And so we just breathe in as the white light of the white triangle continues to radiate and expand becoming more powerful and indeed anchoring, yes, anchoring into the physical, mental, and emotional bodies. Even as the family of light hold the platform and the space for this to happen. And it is with great holiness, great sacredness, and awareness that we are totally engaged, for we understand and have the higher understanding of what is happening. We embrace this unconditional love. Indeed, the armor of God. We are here to do the great work. The great work is calling upon us to remember, 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 remember. And so we visualize and see once again the great white triangle, the symbol given to us as it continues to emanate, a heavenly white light. And it moves boundless within our consciousness, but anchors through us and out into the world. It anchors through us, for we are the guardians of the physical, mental, and emotional levels of the planetary system. And so it is we, the great guardians, the children of light upon the earth, who have not forgotten, becoming more empowered, more dynamic, more brilliant, and indeed more powerful. For the connection with the Ami Shaddai, the family of light, is strong, powerful, and integrated, and is sustainable. Indeed, beloveds, the sustainability of being able to maintain higher consciousness at all times, higher awareness at all times, even as you walk a physical, mental, and emotional world, for you are stepping indeed into your mastery. With each step you take into your mastery, your impact is beyond measure, not only for this world, but beyond the world. For you begin to bring in and remember and engage into your galactic perspective, your galactic beingness, your galactic power, and your galactic memory. And so we breathe each and every sacred, holy in-breath and out-breath that emanates the white light of this triangle, coming from the upper worlds, coming from indeed the Autumn Kadmon, coming from the Eden tree, coming from the Ein Sof or limitless light, coming from the boundlessness of unconditional love. It is this that we bathe in frequency, that we embrace and release all that is not of this higher frequency. We release now all restrictions. We release all parameters. We release all misguidance. We release all miscreations. We release limitation. And as we breathe in the white light, as the expansion of the pink and green ray moves throughout the cosmos, bringing in divine codes, bringing in the gematриas, the remembrance, the anchoring of the higher consciousness awareness, right into the physical, mental, and emotional consciousness. Yes, indeed, even as you walk this world. So we breathe together, the collective family of light, the sacred in-breath and out-breath. It is the great in-breath of the divine that calls us. And we come into the higher alignment We come into the higher awareness. Indeed, we come into the higher vision, our purpose, our promise. And so we simply radiate this guardian energy, this unconditional love, the divine human, radiating from us now individually, collectively, and out into the world. And as we hold this frequency together, beloveds, we anchor it deep, deep into the earth, in all of her frequencies, in all of her layers, in all of her realms, and beyond the earth. For there is a galactic story. There is the cosmic story. And so the guardianship is not only the earth, but beyond the earth. And so we emanate to our own solar system, our own logi. We emanate to our moon, to all the celestial bodies, past, present, future, that evolve and revolve around the great earth, moving through all timelines, past, present, future, moving through all cycles of time, moving through all movement. And as we emanate, we latch on to the expanding universe. The expanding universe, constantly creating with the sacred in-breath and out-breath. And so we hold this energy here now in this moment as anchors of light. Again, become aware of the most radiant ones that are so close to you. Again, each and every one in this connection. There's a great guardian from the higher levels now behind you and around you. As you hold the guardianship, there are the guardians from the macrocosm to the microcosm. Simply breathe each and every holy sacred in-breath and out-breath. As this divine being, this divine guardian from the upper realms embraces you, loves you. Feel and sense and know their energy. They come with a higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, holding the green and pink ray. And it is as if by osmosis, this exchange of energy takes place now within the radiance of the white triangle, transcendent way beyond the earth. So we simply be an experience. We simply breathe this powerful transmission, this powerful osmosis embraces us. Bringing into your spiritual eye again the symbol given of the white triangle with the point pointing down, coming from the upper realms, bringing its frequency, its love, its light, and its power. Hold the energy, hold the energy. And we take a moment to be mindful of what we are experiencing, how it senses, feels to us, and bring this memory into your sleeping state. Remember to bring this before you fall asleep for this continuation of this great and grand illumination, this divine grace that flows in, through, and around us totally and completely. Remembering your roles, your vision, your promise. And as we can stay here seemingly forever, in this unbounded peace and perfect balance, radiating the white light of the autumn cardamom, the great guardian frequency of light, the emanation of the great Eden tree, the osmosis of the love that comes from the great guardians that have showed up, and to all those radiant ones holding this platform. We remember this outpouring of unconditional love and the power that it holds. We now prepare ourselves for the return. And as such, the energies begin to step down. We take our time, but our intention is to be back, awake, alert, and grounded into our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. And we sense and can feel Let the great radiant ones now draw in their electromagnetic field as we do. And as we do, we see the white triangle with the point down, moving back to its source. We feel and sense still the pink and green ray, even as it begins to dissolve, moving back to source, allowing us to become more grounded and tethered to the earth, as that is our role that we play. And so easily and with grace, we come back into our physical body. And on the count of 3, we will be awake, alert, and very, very grounded. 1, 2, take a deep breath in. And 3, we are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.